Hello guys, today we're gonna talk about Q game called Free Pyramid. It was created about 100 years ago somewhere in Russia, and believe it or not, originally it was called American Pyramid. But after American Pool made it to Russia in the 90s, they had to rename the game to avoid ambiguity. There are several types of pyramid games, with the Free Pyramid having the simplest rules. Any ball can be used as a cue ball. You can pocket any ball, including the cue ball. Each pocketed ball gives you 1 point, and whoever scores 8 points first wins the frame. The game is played on a large 12-feet table with extremely tight pockets. Corner pockets are only around 2 or 5 mm larger than the ball itself. That's basically 1/10 of an inch. Pockets also are in a way to prevent rail shots. All in all, this leaves few strategic possibilities, and to understand them better, let's look to some runouts, since they represent the optimal way to play this game. In billiard sports there is a term leave, meaning how you leave the balls on the table after the shot. And the whole idea of the Free Pyramid is to leave one of the balls as close to the pocket as possible and use it to continue the series. So good stun shot skills are a must here. Sometimes it's not possible to play stun shot, and you have to transition one of the balls to another pocket. So basic ball control is very similar to the pool, but play another role here. While in the pool we had to position the cue ball to play the next object ball, in Pyramid we can position either the cue ball or the object ball for the next shot. Even being able to use any ball as the cue ball doesn't give you that many options. Pockets are cut in such a way to prevent rail shots or anything going from the sharp angle. So only balls at the center of the table can be played freely. Safeties are rather uncommon in the Free Pyramid. The game is played very aggressively and many frames don't have a single safety. But when they do, all safeties are very similar. The idea is to place ball on the cushion, so that they can be played. If the ball is just half diameter from the corner pocket but is touching the cushion, it won't go in. The slate on these pockets doesn't go as deep as on the pool tables, but is enough to get the ball stuck. And missing the all together is not the worst thing that can happen to a player, but getting balls stuck right inside the pocket is, because it's allowed opponent to start the series and possible run out. This is one of the reasons players tend to hit very hard in Pyramid, because if you miss, the ball is more likely to just roll to some random place on the table, but not get stuck in the pocket. Another reason to hit hard is to try to compress the cushion so the ball will go in even if the shot is not perfect. This could give you about 5 mm of additional error margin, but requires quite a hit, since the ball weight is almost 300 grams, basically twice what you get in the pool. With such premium requirements for accuracy, players utilize caroming the cue ball into the pocket. Since you can apply all kinds of spins to it, you have far better control over the cue ball than over the object ball. Although the game is very difficult in terms of accuracy, it is the fastest of all Pyramid games. Frames often take about 10 minutes and are full of risky shots. Runouts do happen from time to time, but unlike pool, they are not expected. Break and runs require not only exceptional accuracy but some nerves too. If you break aggressively, spread the balls all over the table but miss the shot, you basically lose the frame. On the other hand, if the break is gentle and you score, then you don't have any options to play the next shot. For professional, successful break is enough to run not only 8 balls, but even more. Although each frame ends after 8 scored balls. Some tournaments have additional prizes for the longest run, so sometimes players run all 15 balls up to the end. One more skill is often used by Pyramid players is to play from the high bridge over the ball. After the break, the balls are usually clustered in the center and there isn't enough space between them for the comfortable bridge position. But still many of them can be played, but it's extremely difficult considering that the ball diameter is 68 mm, about 1 cm larger than a pool ball. At first this game looks straight impossible for a pool player, but once you lower expectations, it can be quite fun. As you can see, in the runs, even professionals player mostly attempt easy shots. Anything longer than the quarter of the table is quite difficult and is not guaranteed. Also, since you can pocket the cue ball in pyramid, there is usually no need to play half ball or thinner cards. It's just easier to carry the cue ball into the pocket in these cases. Kick shots or combination shots are almost never used in these games because they are too difficult. Pocketing more than one ball in a single shot is possible, but it's mostly luck resulting from the good transitions to another pocket. So this is it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and let's play!